But if you have time, I'd be glad to tell a couple crazy stories. If you
Go
want.
for it. I mean, I don't know about Chris. I don't know about anywhere to go. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Okay, the first time I ever killed somebody is a funny story. Other than
which, by the way, where else do you hear that? But here, that it's a fun. The first time I ever killed somebody is a funny story only on this podcast.
That's right.
Okay,
here.
so I'll tell that one first. So 2 or 3 days a week, we go down to the government center. 5 vehicles and salty PSD and even the agency. The guys doing what Tato was doing. Those guys were hunkered down in Ramadi during that time. Like nobody was going nowhere, but we were. And so we went downtown. We were supposed to be there for a few hours and then back. That would have been just a normal day downtown. And the Marines are down there.
Yeah.
And they're black rifles ready and they're in full kit, man. And they've been out there all day and they're doing what Marines do. They're doing what they're told and they're waiting to kill people, and that's it. And so we come to the Northeast, we come in and we get the report. As soon as we get there, we get the ROE for the day as soon as we get there. And it's like there'd been a bunch of shooting just outside the northeast corner east where a lot of shooting came from. And so and the ROE was, you can shoot at squirt or shoot a warning squirt, whatever it was. And so we roll up and the Marines are sitting there. The book Joker 1 was written by Marines. It was that group that Joker 1 was there.
Okay.
And so I had to walk in front of them. They were facing north. And me and Pigpen, who was a retired sergeant major from Delta, Kurt Utz, wonderful guy. If you guys can ever get him on your show or guys like him. But I told Pigpen, I said, I'm gonna go out the gate so I can see down that road, because if you were behind the security of the compound, you couldn't see down the road properly. And that's where the shooting was come from. And what they would do is they peek out. Oh, I see somebody peek out and shoot your ass. And then you never see them again. They drop the weapon off and walk down the street with no weapon and they look like a normal person. So that's how they played that game. So I told Pigpen, I said, I'm going to punch out about 30 feet up there and see if I can see somebody. And so I did. And so now I'm outside the base. There's no cover. And there's a picture of that in the book. He took a picture of that. And about 10 or 15 minutes after I got out there and he took the picture, a guy steps out from behind one of those little Haji stands, where they sell little stuff out of on the side of the street, like kind of like a homeless person almost, stepped out from that stand with an AK. And it's called an ambush. So where he was standing and where he was most likely to run back to when I started shooting, I just shot in between there about 15 rounds and he just ran into it and fell over. So I get up and move behind cover, and Pigpen comes up there and move behind cover, and it just goes dead quiet again. Like, it's weird how quiet the earth can get after some shooting and nobody wants to shoot or get shot at anymore. It just gets quiet. Yeah. And so it got really quiet and the call comes already. Godfather's ready to leave. So there'd been a little shooting. He did his little meeting. We're ready to leave. So I'm walking back by the Marines. This is the funny part of the story. So I'm walking back by the Marines and there's a major in charge of this little group. And I said, it's just like turkey hunting, boys, except you get to move around and you ain't got to wear all that camouflage bullshit. And they have been sitting out there all day waiting to kill somebody. I come out here, drive up in a Mercedes, BMW. I got my Oakleys on. I come up, I shoot a guy, walk off, tell him have a good day. So that was the first guy I ever killed.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's fun. That's funny. Man, we had guys giving, and at that time too, we're contractors. We did feel, I don't give a shit if you're a colonel or general. I don't work for you. And we had guys giving the brass. So you looked for shit like that to say, because you're like, man, I couldn't say this when I was in, but I can say it now. So you're looking for that perfect time to say something just like you said. And it was right at the perfect time too. That's why I'm laughing, because like, man, I know
Yeah,
guys would have
deal.
literally killed, literally like you did, literally killed to be able to put them so they could have said something like that to a major or a colonel and just walk off and get in a BMW or
Yeah.
with a BMW or Mercedes with a V12 and go and take
Yeah.
off, man.
Yeah, V10s and V12s were in every. It was just you know the deal. It's a different. And once you've been attacked, and you know level 3 to level 6 non-standard military vehicles, which is going to be your civilian, you know, type stuff. Once you get attacked in that and you're okay, you're like, bring it, motherfuckers. Like, and so after the first time they wadded us up a little bit, I was like, yeah, this stuff works. You know, this armor works. And it does give you a big advantage. They're expensive, especially, you know, if you get 1 or 2 blown up a month. It's an expensive, but you know, war is about making money. War is not about what I thought it was.
No, no.
So you know, war is about making money.